He did everything right. Before buying the house, Daniel read the HOA bylaws cover to cover, pet policies, parking rules, exterior modifications, rental restrictions, everything. Um, he even emailed the board to confirm one specific thing. Work trucks were allowed in driveways. He ran a small HVAC business. His truck had his logo on the side. It was clean, professional, and clearly permitted under the written rules. They replied in writing, yes, work vehicles are allowed. So he closed on the house. First week, peaceful. Second week, a notice. Commercial vehicle violation. He laughed. It had to be a mistake. He forwarded the email approval. No response. 3 days later, $100 fine, then $200, then a warning of daily penalties. He attended the next HOA meeting. That's when Karen, the HOA president, calmly announced the community voted to update vehicle policies. Daniel blinked. When? He asked. Last week. After he bought the house. The new rule, no commercial vehicles visible in driveways, no exceptions. He felt the shift immediately. This wasn't a coincidence. This was targeted. He was the only homeowner with a branded work truck, and now he was suddenly out of compliance. Daniel requested documentation of the vote. Meeting minutes, ballot count, notice sent to residents. Karen stalled, said records were being finalized. Meanwhile, the fines continued, $100 per day. Every morning, a fresh violation logged. Every afternoon, a new balance update. He parked on the street, another violation. Overnight street parking prohibited. He rented a nearby storage space. That added hundreds in monthly expenses. His business depended on quick access to his tools. Now, every job required extra driving, extra time, extra cost. Clients began complaining about delays. His income dropped. When he pressed further, something strange surfaced. Several homeowners said they never received notice of a vote. Others said the rule change was discussed informally in a small board gathering. No community-wide ballot, no official quorum, just a board decision. Daniel realized something dangerous. The rule wasn't changed by the neighborhood, it was changed by Karen, and she had the authority to enforce it, or so she believed. He filed a formal records request under state HOA transparency laws. That's when the tone shifted. Emails became colder, shorter, more aggressive, and the fines accelerated. The total passed $12,000 in 3 months. Karen began referencing legal escalation. Daniel hired an attorney. Costly, but necessary. The lawyer reviewed the governing documents carefully, then the state statutes, then the supposed amendment, and that's when it fell apart. The bylaws required 67% homeowner vote, written notice 30 days in advance, a recorded. None of it happened. There was no recorded amendment, no certified notice, no formal ballot, just internal meeting notes signed by Karen. In legal terms, the rule change was invalid. Daniel's attorney sent a demand letter, immediate halt to fines, removal of violations, proof of lawful amendment. Karen responded publicly, accused Daniel of being combative, claimed he was threatening the community. The narrative shifted from policy to personality. At the next meeting, several homeowners showed up. Questions were asked. Tension filled the room. Karen insisted she acted in the community's best interest. But she couldn't produce documentation, and that silence spoke louder than anything else. Under mounting pressure, the board called for an emergency review. An independent mediator was brought in. Records were examined, timelines reconstructed, and the conclusion was clear. The rule was changed after Daniel bought the house. Without proper vote, without legal procedure, without authority, the fines were voided. The amendment declared unenforceable. Karen was formally censured by the board. Months later, she stepped down. Daniel kept his house, he kept his truck, but he learned something powerful. In HOA communities, rules can change overnight, and sometimes they change because of you. He didn't break a rule. The rule was created to break him. If he hadn't pushed back, he would have paid thousands for something that was legal the day he signed his mortgage. Because in some neighborhoods, power doesn't just enforce rules, it writes them and rewrites them. If you've ever had an HOA change the rules after you moved in, share your story below. Because silence protects abuse. Exposure ends it.